Good morning, traders, and this is your ALSI Day trade setup for today. So we ended up with a daily pin bar right in a zone of resistance. Now that zone of resistance is off the monthly, and it's pretty much made up of this fractal here, 44,801, and this fractal here. Okay, so you can see there's quite a bit of action at this level. So that is pretty much the area that I was looking at anyway for some profit taking, and that's exactly what has transpired if you look at the daily. So we've got into that zone and immediately we got profit taking out of there. Now if you start looking at the lower time frames here, we are in an upward trend. Oscillators are indicating that we are looking a little bit tired. This engulfing here on the 3 hour is fairly worrying at the moment, for me anyway. So I obviously would like to see another attempt at it, see some kind of a double top here and then move to the downside. But if we look at the hour, you can see sort of tested that level, tested the level, tested the level, then exhaustion bar through before turning around and coming back. Okay, so looking at the hour, you can see it's warning us that we're getting close, getting close. If you look at the oscillators, and then we got there and then we've sold off. Now, the fact that we've separated like this does indicate that there is a potential move back to the upside, or a retest to come and test these levels. I would kind of be looking, and I think I'm going to go down to a 12-minute chart for this, because this is kind of what we want to be trading today. So if you look at what's happened, pretty strong upward trend into the moving averages, a break through the moving averages, attempted testing those moving averages but failing. Ignore this last bar here, that's nonsense data. So this little pattern that we see here, trend is down. Okay, so we've had a trend reversal on the 12 minutes, and that is what we're looking at right now. So Fibonacci's come into play now. That was a retest of the 36.2. Obviously I'd like to see us retest these levels up here. So if you look where the 61.8 is right on this level that we were testing. You'll see how we were testing it here. Okay, and that's a monthly level, so I do expect us to tag that again. So I would want to see us tag this area. Then I would want to see some bearish price action for a move to the downside. Now that's the one scenario. The other scenario is this thing could gap down and leave us with an island reversal, which could be a pretty strong move to the downside as well. So if we just look at what's happening on the markets at the moment, oil is up 5% right now. The rand dollar is 18.32, so it's flat compared to yesterday. 10 cent, down 0.75% right now. US markets, futures market is fairly flat, and we also closed fairly flat after having a pretty strong rally. Sort of came off the boil. The US markets have also hit some monthly levels as well. So, I think not everything's rosy. I think what we've seen now is the technical bounce. I think that's the bounce over for now. Maybe a little bit of a range, or another attempt to get higher, but I don't see it actually getting much higher than what we are at the moment. So I'm looking for entries to the downside. So I'm really looking for shorts at the moment. And the way we're going to do this is off the 12 minutes, possibly even the 6 minutes. For Aussie, I typically have been enjoying trading the 6 minutes. It's been pretty profitable at the moment. So what we'll look for is a retest. I'm looking for a retest of 44,157 area. Could go even higher. Could come into this area here of 44,257, and my stop area for this at the moment is going to be this fractal level here, which is 44,440. Okay, so looking for shorts, looking for a bit of a bounce up, and then move to the downside. I think you need to be very conscious of what's going on at the moment. So why I say that is you're probably going to get a 3 or 4 day down move. Okay, so you're going to see some structure form, and then we're going to start targeting gaps to the downside. So first target obviously is going to be these swing highs here. Okay, well, sorry, I lied to you. First target will be this area here where we gapped up. So that's 43,495. Then we're looking at 43,092, and then let me just take another one here. Then we're looking at the gap close, which is 42,899. So that's the short-term targets at the moment. But obviously, we don't want to chase them. We don't want to chase them right at the bottom here. We want to see a pullback, and ideally, you'll see there's a bit of a downward trend line forming here. It's not strong enough just yet to classify it as a downward trend line. We want to see at least 3 touches on it before we can classify it as a strong downward trend line. But that is the start. And if we come back to lower time frames, you will see just let it redraw it. So basically what you're going to see here is that was our first 2 fractals there. So if I go to a 15, you'll see the fractal is slightly different. If we go to a 30, you'll see the fractal is slightly different again. Okay, but that is the start of the downward trend line. So that's 2 touches on the 30. And I'd ideally like to see a third touch on that at the same time, which will be a retest here. Okay, so yeah, so I think that's it for me today. Definitely looking for shorts on this market. And what we want to do is we want to be off a level, so off this area here, 44,157. Now, if it does break to the upside, you can see we just fell short of this top level here of 44,800. So if it does break to the upside and continue moving, then I'll be looking for a double top. So if I can see a micro double top here, and we'll take it off sort of a 12 minutes or so. Although this, in my eyes, is a double top at the moment, but it is possible that we move back up to the upside and form a proper double top on the 3 hour and the hour. That will be another opportunity for me to look for shorts. And what we'll do is just keep a fairly small position with a relatively large stop loss, probably about 500 point stop loss, and a relatively small position, and just wait to try and accumulate from that area. Okay, anyway guys, so basically I'm just waiting for some signals that indicate when you can get in for the short, and this short could be a fairly decent ride back down to test some lows down here and test some breakouts. Okay, anyway guys, that's it for me today. Hope it helps, and we'll catch you later. Cheers for now.